Alright guys, so welcome back to another Ultimate Driving video. My name is of course Carboom, and today we're checking out the brand new 4th of July update that dropped just a couple of days ago. This update, guys, is absolutely crazy. It's got 3 really cool cars, really different cars in this update. So let's check it out. One of them actually is a brand new 300-mile-per-hour car, which is now 1 out of 2 of the fastest cars in the game. So let's get right into this update. Alright guys, so this is the 4th of July update, which doesn't really mean much to me because I'm in the UK, but over in the US it's a huge celebration of independence, so this update is mainly US themed with brand new American skins, American wide body cars, American supercars, and an American monster truck. So I have all of the brand new cars today. I cannot wait to fully test them out, and one of them is, like I said in the intro, a brand new 300-mile-per-hour car which matches the current top speed of the Jesco, which was the fastest car in the game. So there is now 2 fast cars in the game, fastest in the entire game. So now you have 2 to choose from, and I personally think this new one looks absolutely awesome. Alright guys, so going into the dealership right here, this is the brand new 300-mile-per-hour car, the Taonga. I'm pretty sure it's a fake name. So the real name of this car is the SSC Tuatagra, I think it is. A bit of a weird name for it there, but there it is. This car actually looks really cool. It looks really futuristic, it looks really slick, and of course it goes 300 miles per hour. So the specs for this car, like I said, again, is 300 miles per hour, 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds, and a cashback of 1,329 per mile, and a price tag of 3.8 million, which for 300 miles per hour, that is not too bad. So this is the main car that we're going to test out today, but we're going to just move on to the 2 other brand new cars in this update, which is the Challenger wide body. So I think this is the first wide body car in Ultimate Driving, so that is really cool. And the specs for this car is a top speed of 196 miles per hour, 0 to 60 in 3.6 seconds, and a cashback of 670 per mile, and it's only 150,000 cash, which is not that much at all. That is actually really cheap. And moving on to the final car, or you can't really call it a car, the final vehicle for this update is the massive monster truck. This thing, I don't think you can even just tell. It almost doesn't fit in the dealership, but there it is. It looks really cool. It's huge. It's probably one of the biggest cars in the game. It's crazily detailed underneath it, but on the actual truck side, I gotta say the actual truck doesn't look too good. I don't know what happened to the actual truck, but the headlights are not there. There's nothing on the back. There's no bed in there. It's just really flat. But the underneath looks really detailed, but the actual truck, there's not much there, which I don't really get what happened there. That's a little bit odd, so I don't really know what to say about this car. I really like the underneath of it, and obviously it's one of a kind in the game, but the actual truck doesn't look too good. But this one goes 99 miles per hour, 0 to 60 of 3 seconds, and a cashback of 721 per mile. But you're not really getting this car for the speed, so that doesn't really matter. But the price is 200,000, and 200,000 for a one-of-a-kind thing is not too bad, and this thing is huge. I would definitely purchase this. This is an awesome thing to have. You can take it out, you can drive over stuff pretty easily. It's just really cool. But the thing that we're going to be checking out, and is in the title, is the 300, the brand new 300 mile per hour car, and it looks really cool. This might be the nicest, one of the nicest looking cars, in my opinion, in Ultimate Driving now. It just looks really futuristic, and just really modern, and really sleek as well. So we're going to be putting it to the test, see how this thing handles, see how the acceleration feels, and of course, 300 miles per hour, that is fast. So let's just see how fast it actually is. The acceleration does feel really fast. I mean, getting up to its max speed, I don't think is going to be an issue. We're almost at its max speed just on that short bit of road heading into Woodbury, and that is a really short road. So I think getting up to its max speed won't take too long, and just handling, so far the corners aren't too bad. I think the turning, especially almost at 300 miles per hour, is really good. Of course, going faster, the turning is going to degrade a little bit. It's not going to be as good going faster, and 300 miles per hour, that is very fast. But getting around corners, especially at lower speeds, and at its max speed does seem to be pretty good. So at this road here, we're probably going to get up to its max speed and just see how fast that actually feels. And we are just about to hit it, and we can test how good the brakes are right here. So we just hit 300 miles per hour, and there's brakes. Okay, so the brakes coming down from 300 miles per hour, it didn't stop too fast. So we're going to have to test some more. I'll be back in a minute after I've tested this car just a little bit. Alrighty guys, so after testing this car just for a little bit off camera, I think I can say that the brakes aren't as good as I would have hoped. They do take a while to stop, even at lower speeds where you'd expect cars to stop a lot faster. It does take a little while to stop, so the brakes aren't as good. The turning, I still think, is really good. I like how it handles and I like how it turns. Like that, it just felt really nice going around that corner. And the acceleration feels on par with other cars, other hypercars in the price range. So I think the main aspect of this car, for me, is the top speed, which is matched only by one other car in the game, don't forget guys. And of course, the handling and turning just feels really nice as well. But the braking is where this car lets itself down with, and stopping distance being really far. You have to be ready to brake in advance and probably spin out just a little bit to make it stop that fast as well. So the braking lets it down. So really, in conclusion for this car, I think the top speed is of course really good. The acceleration is on par. The handling and turning is really nice. I like it, but the brakes aren't too good. So I would sort of recommend this car because you're getting a really nice looking car and really fast for only 3.8 million, which isn't that expensive in the actual list of cars, especially for one of the fastest in the game. But now I think we are going to move on to the monster truck, which is another car in this update that really stands out. I mean, it really does stand out. It's the only type of car in this game. There is no other monster truck, and you'll see actually how big it is once we get out here. It's huge. It's almost as big as this sign here. Actually, is it? It's about the same size as this sign, which is crazy. I mean, can we even fit under there? We could only just fit under the traffic lights, which is really cool. But now we are driving it around, you can really start to see where this monster truck really starts to show its weaknesses. Like with the actual truck looking really weird. I don't know why the truck looks like this. I mean, it doesn't look bad, it just really looks like it's missing a lot of key features. Like I said, the lights are missing, and the actual bed is just really flat. Like I would think it would go in just a little bit to add a little bit of a depth there, but there's nothing there, no tail lights as well. But the underneath just looks really detailed. Like this is probably one of the most detailed looking underneath in Ultimate Driving ever. I don't get how it went from looking this detailed to the truck looking like it's missing a lot of its key features. But like I said, you can really just drive over a lot of stuff with this monster truck, and that is what we all want to know, right? I mean, can you drive over stuff like an actual monster truck? And we seem to have got stuck in a tree. So sadly, I can't really show how well it drives over cars because there's no one in this server. But it does sort of drive over cars. I have tested it before, so it does sort of drive over cars, but not too well. It sort of glitches out a little bit, but you can test it for yourself, see how you manage to do it, because it can vary a lot, because it can glitch out and it sometimes can't. But it just does look really cool. You can sort of drive over stuff as well, like this. That is really cool. You could not do that with any other vehicle in the game, which is just really cool. You can just sort of drive over in between the barrier as well and just driving over it. I think that is really cool, and something that UD has never really added before. It's just really different, and it's super cool to see. Now obviously it won't be winning any speed races because it is a really slow vehicle. The main thing is just to look cool and drive over different cars and different objects. So I would sort of just recommend this vehicle, this monster truck anyway, just because it is really different, and it's fairly cheap. To say that how different it is and how cool it can actually be, it's really cheap, and I would recommend buying it. I don't think it's limited edition, so it'll be in the game forever, I'm pretty sure, but it's just something really cool to have. But guys, I'm gonna end off this video here. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, make sure you smash that like button because it helps out the video a bunch. If you haven't, make sure you have subscribed, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss a video or live stream of me in the future. And guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.